We'll see how he can do in this final race. He's got a cut seat on that 50 as well. He's so tiny. That's hilarious. As we see Baby Yoda versus Sonic. I believe that's his brother. As we get ready, we see all these stock 50 class riders. Get ready. Raj, Mahdi seemed stoked.
Oh yeah, going down there doing the burnout, seemed really happy to win too, right? You know how it is when you win a race and you win those battles, you have that anxiety on the last lap and able to pull it off. He was excited. Good interview. That kid's got a lot of talent, and I think that's going to be one of those names, James, that you're going to be hearing about on them race weekends with you. Moto America, I'm sure Junior Cup probably on the radar in a couple years.
Yeah, I think so as well. He's been climbing the ladder. He's a past 160 champion. He's been starting to race overseas as well. Just went to Estoril in the ESBK series. Finished 13 out of 31. They are on, I believe, they've got motorcycles that have Yamaha 250 engines in there. So he's got plenty of experience. He's growing. And yeah, you got to think Junior Cup's got to be on the cards.
Got to be. If he's, it might be other stuff in Europe too, but it's got to be something he's definitely thinking about. And I say some of those Junior Cup teams might want to start keeping their eye on. And not only him, Kenzie was right there. Mahdi won the title, won 4 races. Kenzie's right there in both of them. Either one of them could have won both those races today.
Throw a blanket over them. As we look at the stock 50 class, a lot of cartoons in this one on their leathers. You can see
yeah, they're 6 to 8 years old.
like who they're getting inspired by or their favorite cartoon. We saw Baby Yoda. We saw Lilo and Stitch.
Who would you be, James?
Back in the day, it was Rocket Power for me. I don't know if that's still around now, but what about yourself, Raj?
I'm not sure.
Did they have cartoons?
I don't think they had. We had black and white TV when I was that age, so we missed. We didn't have cartoons. Maybe I'll start now, though.
As we get on the sighting lap for the stock 50 class, this was an epic race yesterday. We saw it spread out in race number 3. It'll be interesting to see if Chase Jazikoff can do the clean sweep today. Cruz Texter found a lot of speed. He's going to be on pole, as well as Nico Bandel came from behind in race number 3. We'll see how this is going to play out. We've got a national championship on the line, and the points are so close in this one.
Yeah, they're really tight. Cruz Texter also, as you mentioned, was right there in that first race. He's sitting second in points. Chase's brother Cooper Jazikoff there down into 3rd, and Brian Masanga there 4th, and Nico Bendel 5th. Those riders from 2nd down to 5th are tight.
Anything can happen in this race. This is one of our biggest grids here. As we see, getting last words of advice from the parents, from the crew. So we look at the number 1 there. Chase Jazikoff's been on fire. He's got the Sonic logo on the front, the bell helmet.
The big number 1. He wants to keep that number 1.
Yes, he does. And he's been on fire all day. He hasn't put a foot wrong. He's been head forward the whole day.
The helmet is bigger than he is.
I know, all the riders. Look, Mahdi Salem just comes off the track, gives him that last little fist bump, keeping him excited.
So these riders are going to take off on their warm-up lap. And James, when they come back around, see Cruz even doing a little bit of a wheelie again and looking over. This is the only class where the mechanic or the parent can come back after the warm-up lap and make sure they grid up right. We look at the starting grid. Cruz Texter on pole, Nico Bendel 2nd, Chase Jazikoff 3rd, his brother Cooper there 4th, Brian Masanga 5th, Skylar Locks rounding out the 2nd row. We move on to the 3rd row, Michael Sarkis there starting 7th, Chip Lampley down in 9th, Tasneem Salem. That's Mahdi's sister out there, Zachary Tancredi and Bruno Bolinas. They're rounding out the grid.
This is one of my favorite classes.
Oh,
these kids, no matter if they're on the warm-up lap, sighting lap, they seem like they're always racing. As we take a look at the championship standings, Raj.
Yeah, look at that. Chase has been perfect there, 85 points. But look at this battle from 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. just under 10 points.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who. I think it can chop and change anyway. These
Every
kids, every lap.
Seen 5-rider battle yesterday. Seen a couple mistakes. We'll see. Last weekend, it's been getting a little racy as the weekend goes on.
Even from 6th to 10th, we can see that really change there. It's really tight. Anything can happen in the stock 50 class. They're all on stock 50s. They're all on CRF 50s. This is close. It's all about keeping that corner.